Okay, hey everybody, this is Patrick, and it's day 3 of the video blog challenge. Today I want to share the story of me having to complete an accountability punishment for not following through with one of my goals. Um, so I was supposed to contact some businesses that got animated explainer videos from some of my competitors and find out why they chose that competitor. And I didn't get the amount of responses that I wanted to get in the allotted time. Therefore, I had to do a punishment. My punishment was to go to a crowded place here in Japan and shout my mantra of success from the top of my lungs. And on paper, it kind of seemed like sort of a silly punishment, but actually doing the thing itself was absolutely terrifying. So first off, let me back up. Is I had to write a mantra of success because I didn't have one. So I sat down last night and I wrote out a little mantra of success and came up with this. And it kind of goes like this. I am a champion. Today is the most important day of my life. I will not waste it. Today I will make measurable progress towards my goals. I am unstoppable. Today I will do one thing that scares me because by overcoming my fear, I will become stronger. Today I will take time to appreciate the things that I have been given and to visualize the success that is to come. I understand and accept that this life is fleeting and that it can end at any moment. Therefore, I will make the most of this moment. I will take action. I will be fearless. I am a champion. I think I got that right. I wrote it down and I need to practice it more. Obviously, I just wrote it down yesterday, so it's not really fully practiced yet and fully ingrained yet. But actually, after I wrote it, I thought about the meaning of the words and why I chose those particular phrases, and I realized that because those particular phrases and the way I said it there and the themes that I captured are all the things that I want to accomplish every single day. I want to overcome my fear. I want to visualize my success. I want to become a stronger, better person. And the more I learn about visualization and self-improvement, the more I realize how critical this is to actually achieving that. So after writing this mantra, I was kind of excited to go out and scream it to the world. And then I realized I actually got out there, and I left early for work so I could have some time to do this before work. I was walking around the familiar places that I go to every single day, just the kind of the main area of the city. I work right in the middle of the city, and I got out of the subway. I was walking down the crowded street, and I knew where the most crowded place was, and I literally took like 2 or 3 extra crossroads, not in the direction of that place because I just didn't want to get there just yet. I knew I had to do this challenge. I knew I had to do it, no matter what. But when I was actually getting close to it, I took the longest route I knew to get there. So I got there, and the second part of the challenge was a little strange or a little interesting, which was I wanted to. I've also been trying to work on my cold approach, and so my accountability partner Griffin suggested that I ought to go have some cute girl film me doing this super embarrassing thing, and so I took him up on the challenge. I found a couple of girls just sitting there on the steps near this crowded place in the city, near this intersection, and asked them to record me. And they were kind of weirded out, but they agreed to it. And yeah, and so I just went for it. I remember I literally I was almost walking past them, and I was gonna maybe do another lap around the intersection. I was like, you know what, fuck this. I am just gonna go for it, and I'm just gonna do it. And if I don't do it now, you know, I'm just gonna have that feeling of failure again, like I had yesterday. So I was like, screw this, I'm doing it right now. Um, and then once the camera started rolling, it felt a lot like doing this video blog. You know, I kind of thought of what I was going to say. I practiced my mantra a few times. But when the camera started rolling, I knew I just had to act. I couldn't hesitate. I just had to go and do the best I could. So I got up there and realized that I couldn't start without giving a little introduction. So I walked back down and then did my little introduction, got back up on the stand, and I started going. I got the first two lines, no problem. I remembered it, and I was shouting it, and it felt kind of good. And then I totally blanked on the mantra. You know, like I said, I still hadn't really practiced it that much. So I was standing there and just in my head thinking, fuck, 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 fuck. And I knew everybody was looking at me, and this girl was looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? And I looked at the video later, and, you know, I could tell, like, you know, there was a point where I just kind of, like, I had to take a deep breath, and I had to collect my thoughts, and I had to center myself to finish this, and I got through it. And I got through it, and I jumped off the little platform there. I was literally shaking all over because I don't really have a fears per se of public speaking, but I think that getting up there and doing something so outrageous as like kind of yelling this silly mantra in a public area for no reason that was apparent to anybody, you know, I realized that it wasn't the fear of public speaking at that moment. It was the fear of what everyone might be thinking about me. And that fear is one of my deepest fears that I have to really come to grips with for myself, is that fear that, oh my God, everybody's looking at me, and what are they thinking about me? So what I hope to accomplish by doing something like this, of course it was, you know, part of the accountability punishment, but I hope to be able to overcome that fear of, oh my God, people are looking at me, what are they thinking about me? I know it's something that, God, it's really embarrassing. It feels like something that you should get over at, you know, during your teenage years or something. That, you know, oh my God, what do people think? But I realize it's actually still a deep-rooted fear of mine. I could tell because I was literally shaking. I couldn't stop shaking after I did that little speech. So that was my kind of interesting anecdote for the day, and kind of getting into this deep-rooted fear of what other people might be thinking about me, and how that really shouldn't matter, but I think it's going to take practice, and it's going to take a lot of training, mental training every day, and actually doing something that is scary, that puts me out of my comfort zone every day to overcome that fear. So that's what I wanted to say today about fear, and kind of about the story of the punishment from today. And I also, before I finish off, I want to reflect on some things that I've been noticing as far as just the short video blogging now. I want to cut down on my you-knows, and I also want to become more expressive with my gestures and my facial features. I was watching the last two videos, and I noticed those two things, so I'm going to try to improve those as I go along. get more expressions, move my mouth more, and be more expressive in my face, and also cut down on the you knows and other filler words. So that's my goal, and this is my day 3 video blog. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.